Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3 of creating a transforming cane inside of Mod 2018. So if we go back and take a look at our lovely creation so far, we're going to be adding in a few more details this episode. So just kind of look at this a little bit. Um, so one thing I noticed is it feels like this part like right here is a bit bigger than like this thing. So I think I actually scaled this in a bit too much, so I'm just going to select all of that. And we can just scale it and bring it out a bit more because it looks like it really does go higher. Scale it maybe just like, let's see. Whoops. Just scale it out to like here maybe. Push it in, most definitely. That is better, I think. It's kind of hard to see, but it will look better once we do some more stuff to this. So I think actually I'm gonna just scale that out and then select these. I see what is one thing. It looks like this model actually goes up right here. So if we take this and hold down Control, add an edge loop to both of these areas right here, that way we can use them to add more geometry to our model and then move this to like here. And take a look at this. Believe that this as well can be scaled in, and that looks better. That's what I wanted. Okay, so now let's add some more details. Also save this. Let's see what we could do. That's not texturing. Kind of hard to see everything. Well, we could add a more extruded shape to this. So if we look at this, I believe we could do that pretty easily if we select all of the faces. So I'm just gonna drag select like maybe up a little bit so I want to select it all just like that. That way only just the sides there are selected, and that's what I wanted. Yep. And then do Control E to extrude. Just press this and then extrude those down a bit. Perfect. And then I'm going to Shift double click on those and Shift double click on those. Control E to extrude, and then just bring that out a little bit to like there. That way we have, as you can see, a bit more shape there, just like how it has there. We can add some cylinders to here. As you can kind of see, they have that. So let me just look at this a bit closer, another image, just to see those. So it looks like that one we can start off first, because a lot of this we can do by texturing, and we shouldn't have to do all of it by hand. I mean, like by modeling it, because you don't want unneeded vertices. I mean, this is, you could keep this a low poly thing if you don't add as much vertices, keep things lower, like have even less amounts of subdivisions, and because this is all going to be smoothed for me, but this is not a low poly model. But you could easily make it into one, so I'm just going to select that and then scale it out to like there. So we kind of have that, and then I believe that there is a ton right there, so let's just see how we could do that. I'm going to duplicate this to like here, and let's see how it would look with all of them. And we gotta also select them all now and just scale them out. So select them all and shift click on that. That way just our little guys are selected, and then we can bring them out maybe a bit more actually. It's okay, but I think we're gonna model or texture them actually. So let's just scrap those. Yeah. Okay. So we should be able to start unwrapping this soon. Let's see if we can do anything more to this. So it looks like that shape is pretty much like that. Down here, let's see how. Oh, we didn't. We need to do the mesh separate. So these are two pieces, and I'm just gonna center the pivot. Okay. Look at this. This were to be smoothed. Okay, that'll be easily fixed soon. I feel like what we could do for these actually is drag select that, Control E, and then do keep faces together off. Click this, and then scale these in a little bit, and then Control E again, and then bring them down a bit to get some more geometry in there. Alright, I'm gonna see something just to see if this would be something I would like. I'm also gonna see how this would look smoothed. So if I add, this is annoying selecting all those faces when they're, you know, I feel like it actually looks out of place. Never mind. I'm gonna get rid of that. Sorry about that. Could keep it if you like it, but I personally don't. And it will create extra work when smoothing that, and I don't really want to fix it, so I'm not gonna have that feature. Okay, so I think we can start smoothing. Barely used any time here. So let's start off with the top piece, I guess, and just work our way to the bottom. This will be relatively easy to smooth. Oh, and you know what? We forgot to do that cylinder at the end of it too. So I'm gonna create a cylinder here, and then rotate this 90 degrees. We can also try and make it fit this. If I scale this in, it looks like it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can have 6 subdivisions to get that. I think they're called hexagrams. You know what? Let me see what 5. I think that's what I was trying to do. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, we need 6. And then if we put it over here, then hold down J to snap at 15-degree intervals. There we go. We got that shape. So now this could be added to the top part. So I'm going to freeze the transformations. You can also go to modify and hit freeze transformations right there, so that you know the this is like how I want it. Bring it up, and basically that like resets the all these numbers right here to help you move things and have it reset the values. So let's move it. You also do that a lot when you're doing animation things because you want it to not move when you're doing those. Okay, so we can make this a bit taller actually, and then extrude it out more, or scale it out more, I mean, until it's like that big. Or yeah, okay. I like that, and then we're going to select that vertice right there, bevel it, select this face, extrude it out to there, and then go to Edit Mesh and Poke. Then select all of these faces right here, and then extrude them out forward. And that has what I want. Also, I scale it in more. And let's start smoothing. So we can start, I guess, with smoothing this big piece right here. So if we add another edge loop about to there to keep those edges, I believe that probably went all the way around. I don't have any bad modeling. Let's see. Yep. Okay, this will go all the way around too. Put one here. Put one here. Here. You basically want to put them where you want to keep your edges, and I also want to keep my edges here and here. And is there already one at this edge? Nope. Want one there and there. For example, now if I were to smooth this, keeps its shape a lot more, but it's also not keeping this top. So let's see what we can do for that. Can add that perhaps, and one over here. Let's see how this would work. Yeah, okay. This face over here though does not have any support, so let's add one there. And there we go. Check the other side. It's working out well. And this looks pretty good too. So let's actually smooth this. So make sure it's actually all. If I go into my front view, I believe, let's look at this, press 1 to go back. I'm going to select all of that, and then I'm just going to drag it like that, because I want this to be a bit more, what is it? What is the word? Actually, I just ruined it. I think I did. Yeah, Control Z back. I only want to do that to this top part right here. I want to scale those out. That's what I meant to do. Okay, so now press 3 to preview my smooth again, and that's way better. Select it, go to Mesh, Smooth, and then change the divisions to 2. Okay, so that's our first high quality piece. Let's do that to this piece right here, and press 4 so I can see it. I'm going to add an edge loop at the very edge right there, because I want to keep it. That was not at the very edge. That is though. And I also want to keep this edge, but not entirely, so I'm not going to add one on both sides. We do want to probably keep that, so then I'll add one there too. Do want to keep this one. Let's preview this already, pressing 3. Okay, looking pretty good actually. Although I think I might want to delete, Control delete that one. Yeah. You don't want to just, for example, if I were to just delete that, it still leaves all the vertices there, which you don't want. But if you Control delete, then it does not leave those. So that's a special one for deleting edges, which you want to use for doing things like this. So let's continue looking at this. Let's see here. I want to add one here. The reason why I keep going in and out of smoothing is so I can see how it treats our curves. So I quite like that actually. Although this could be pushed out to like here. Perfect. Control S, save this. So I'm gonna go to Mesh, Smooth, and change divisions again up to 2. Okay, so how about we apply a blend to the ones that are already completed? So something distinct like a yellow. That way we know what we've done and what we haven't done yet. So I'm gonna check my time. I think I'll finish smoothing it in this episode. So let's add a edge loop there. And let's press 4 to see the wireframe so I can get closer. Add one there. Press 3 to smooth that. I might want to keep those a bit more. So what we can do is, let's see what it would look like if I were to, whoops, Control Z. If I were to bevel that, but then keep my fraction at 0.1. Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's select all of those then and bevel it with a 0.1 in the fraction, so that it basically does the same thing an edge loop does, but it's faster. Yeah, there, that looks great. So let's go to Mesh, Smooth, and press G again to just double smooth it instead of just adding the divisions to 2. And I'm going to add our blend 1 because we finished this piece. And I just realized I forgot this thing down here. So let's see if we can preserve its hexagon shape. Let's add an edge loop there. Add an edge loop there. Press 5 so we can get closer into here. Add one at the very tip top there, and one there. Add one up there and there. Now let's press through to smooth, and seem to be having an issue. I know how we can fix this. We select that edge right there, control right click, edging utilities, edging and splits, and then go one over there and over there. Before I do the rest, yeah, okay, this will work. Select all these edges, just press G to repeat our last thing. And that should be all of them. Let's see how that looks. Alright, it's keeping it better, although we could probably deal with another one. So, in each section, press G, just adding more. Okay, I think I added a bit too many. 1 second. If I take a look. One here. Whoa, whoa. One there. One there. One there. One there. One there. And one there. There and one there. One here and one here. That should have even topology. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, that is even. Press through to smooth that, and that's what I wanted. Okay, go to mesh, smooth, and then press G, or just changes divisions to 2. Does the same thing. I'm gonna select that and make that a blend 1. Okay, perfect. Let's continue working along here. Let's smooth this cylinder right here. I'm gonna add one right there. Right there, cylinders are by far the easiest things to smooth. As you can see, that's all I need to do. Let's go to mesh, smooth, press G again, and I'm going to add the blend 1 to that. Now we can work on this thing. This will also be pretty easy to smooth. Let's add one to there, and add one to the bottom. And I kind of want to keep this line more. Double select those and bevel them with a smaller fraction of 0.1. Press 3. That does what I want. So let's go to mesh, smooth, press G, and add the blend 1 texture to them. Okay, so we've done all the top. Now we just have 2 pieces left. So just because I want to have an entire episode dedicated to UV unwrapping, this one will be longer than the others. And edge one there. In fact, maybe what is going on? Why won't it let me press? Whoa. Okay, should work. What the hell is going on here? Let me add my edge loop. What is going on? Oh, I was putting my cursor on the wrong thing, so let's add one to there. And this is going to be pretty easy to smooth. Let's add one to here. And then I believe we're probably going to want to, this will help with smoothing as well. Press 4. I want to select the interface. It's kind of hard to see right here. Oh, you know what? We don't have an interface. Let's go to mesh, fill hole. Press 4 to see this. Because then with that inner hole I can do that and do edit mesh poke, which will help us. Okay. And I believe the other side has a face. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it does. Now we can begin smoothing this. So if we add an edge loop going close to the top, or actually we can just bevel this. What am I doing? If I select this top edge right here and the one under and press F to just focus on that, it's already selected. I hope this doesn't select the inner ones because I do not want those, so kind of see down there. Don't want those to be selected. Perfect. And the same for the other side, because there is no reason to bevel these, and it will also mess some stuff up. So we have those. Press 5. Click that to bevel them. Put the fraction to 0.1 and press through to smooth, and that looks great. So I'm gonna properly smooth it. So I'm gonna click on this and go to mesh, smooth, and then divisions 2. And then add a blend 1 to that because we have completed that piece. And we got one more to go. This is going to be kind of like smoothing the knuckles that we did. So let's add one there. and that will be a little bit different. Double select that, bevel it with a 0.1 fraction. See how this is looking. Could probably mesh, fill hole, whoops, and select that face, edit mesh, poke. Throat is so dry for making all these tutorials. Okay, we're gonna need one at the top here. More like two, actually. Don't like how it does that to the faces. Okay, one right there. Or actually, we're gonna bevel it. That way it does it all the way around and is also a lot quicker. So let's bevel it with a 0.1 fraction. Maybe 0.05. Let's see. 0.02. How about 0.01? Whoops, that's the wrong one. 0.01. That's 0.1. 1.01. Okay, that should be good. Yep, and now we need to do the same for this, so I'm going to double click that, bevel it, and have the fraction the same as the other one, 0.01, and then press through to prove that smooth. That looks pretty awesome, actually. Now let's select it, go to Mesh, Smooth, and press G. Perfect. I'm going to add the Blend 1 to this, and now we are finished with smoothing it and making it look nice with a tiny bit more detail. We will add, of course, more detail in Substance Painter when we texture this, because I think it looks pretty nice. So I will see you in the next episode, and we will unwrap it, and next episode after that when we texture it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe.